Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you here live and in charge for some Chop Shop Racing Series action. The VIP Tires and Service Xfinity Series at Richmond Raceway. Of course, one of the pride and proud, true to form racetracks out there, but one of the it's just a fantastic racetrack. 3/4 mile length, 200 laps today. They're going to run 100% fuel. 4 sets of tires. Stages are going to be at 50, 100, and 200. The stages do not stop, so they're going to be running through their race lines and what they've got to do. Of course, we are looking at some of the fastest racing you're getting out there. A lot of people like Richmond. A lot of people don't like Richmond. Super Bowl set up for tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's going to enjoy the festivities. If you're out there tailgating, be safe. If you are traveling over the next couple of weekends, some of the busiest weekends out there, my mom is calling me, folks, so you have to bear with me. Anywho, the story of it is we've got some basically Super Bowl racing going on today. Chop Shop Xfinity Series brought to you by VIP Tires and Service. Sell the commercial out there, the West Lebanon store in New Hampshire, giving you all of the action today. They are looking at 86 degrees on the track temperature, 83 degrees on the air temperature, 71% humidity. That is very sticky, very humid, very muggy. I wouldn't want to be at Richmond at 71% humidity. That would be awful. Let's see. What else am I looking at? I think that's it. ChopShopIRacing.com if you want to be a part of the Chop Shop Racing Series leagues. HelloFresh, NordVPN, and, Dark Horizon Fishing. Giving you all the sponsorships today. Rogue Energy, of course, as well. Find the links in the description. I had to update all the race descriptions because of the new sponsorships and stuff like that. So I need to do that. But outside of that, it's going to be a ton of fun. VIP Tires and Service bringing you all the audio today as well. Christopher Parker, Paul Peffer giving us a like out there. Michael Strickland giving us a like. Ilias giving us a like as well. Brent, thank you very much for giving us a like. Good to see you out there. Of course, everybody. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. I need to bring up my chat screens. We had some drop frames a little while ago because of connection things and things happening when folks kind of got home. Kind of just a weird thing. internet fluctuating today, and I think it's just because people are traveling, and the lake is filling up with people. It's a nice day. Lots of things going on. They're finished up qualifying. I'm gonna take 60 seconds and call my mom back. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't an emergency. I told her I'd call her back after it's all said and done. AJ giving us a like. John Hammond giving us a like as well. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Here's your starting grid for today's race. 18 drivers in today's field. Andrew Payne has 3 wins in the series. He's going to be your pole sitter. Striker's going to be the outside pole sitter. Andrew Phipps, John Hammond will make up row number 2. Cam Dario, Joe Verhall will make up row 3. Caleb Modulewski is going to be there with Mark Redkin to his outside on row number 4. Michael Caffrey and Jerry Culver will be in row number 5. Sorry, row 4 is going to be the 53 and 76. Row 5, 77, 13. Row 6, 48 of Chris Parker is going to Robert Church to his outside. And then bounding down, Rayburn and Roberge will make up row 7. Row 8 will be Brad Dove and Mark Odell. Devin Suda and Joe Nelson will make up row 9. Drivers ready to go. Mars out there with the race control action as the drivers are loaded in. Richmond is a fun racetrack. Different turns, different sectors, different looks when it comes to how these drivers kind of have to get into the corners and how they have to exit off of 2 and exit off of 4. It's just a huge difference when it comes to where they need to be. Now, Richmond was called Richmond International Raceway, then the Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway, Virginia State Fairgrounds, Atlanta Rural Fairgrounds, on the Atlanta Rural Exposition Fairgrounds. The Toyota Owners 400 happens in April, and then Federated Auto Parts 400 happens in August. The Xfinity Series runs the Toyota Care 250 in April, and then the Camping World Truck Series goes to Richmond in August, so with the Worldwide Express 250. Banking in the turns, 14 degrees. Backstretch is going to have a 2-degree flat banking. In the front stretch, 8 degrees. Sam Hornish Jr. holds the record, 169 miles an hour in a Dallara IR3 from 2004, running a 15.93 second lap. That is an absolute blistering lap. NASCAR runs at a ton. It has been there for a minute. Called a D-shaped oval located just outside of Richmond, Virginia, in an unincorporated Henrico County. It hosts all 3 major series. It is known as America's premier short track. It has formerly hosted events such as the International Race of Champions, the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown, and the USAC Sprint Car Series. Pace cards in. We're going green flag racing for 200 laps. Payne with an 0.8 of a second lead already. 88.26. We'll be digging into the corner. Andrew Phipps still trying to roll into that groove. Watch the exit here off of 2 as lap 2 is being completed. Gonna run on the front straightaway. Tire management is going to be the big portion of what they have going on here. 75 of John Hammond in tow. He had a successful race last night. Good little run that he had going on. Makes a huge run. Gary Culver out there. What a good say. Hey, there you go. Hey, I try to call my mom back. I want to make sure my mom is, I want to make sure she's okay. You don't want to have anything bad going on and not be able to make sure it's taken care of. I want to make sure my mom is okay. My mom's my world. We got kids, we got family, we got ballistic, but I'll always be a mama's boy. Here's the way it is right now. Full second lead, a striker just to maintain some pace. Andrew Phipps in tow. There is the back straightaway. Phipps going to go to the inside here, try to track down Andrew Payne. 1.3 second lead now as Andrew Payne starts to dig. Went snowmobiling with your dad today in New Brunswick. I miss snowmobiling. When I lived in Colorado, I used to go every weekend. That's in fact how I broke my collarbone. 6 ribs, punctured lung, and that was a bad day. You're a mama's boy too. We have to be, right? I mean, there's no sense in not supporting your mom and making sure she's good to go. There is Culver. Brad Dove back here in the 25, trying to rebound from yesterday. If you missed yesterday's race, go back and watch it. The My Three Sons Cup Series had a good finish. Had quite a few cautions, but tell you what, it was definitely a wild finish. And watch Nick Casey dig in. All right, Grijalva back out there. I think Grijalva's having some internet issues right now. He's finding some blinking going on. That's on my end. I don't know if it's on my end. It might be on my end. I don't know. He did start from the tail end of the field, so we'll see. Andrew Payne out front. A little smoke happening there. 99 has no rear bumper. Uh-oh. His car's messed up too. Curious here. Car's pretty jacked up. This is the start of the race. He was blinking there. I think he blinked out, and Mark Redkin, who's in 7th here. I don't know. He's back there in the back somewhere. All right, let's go back up here. Payne at Phipps. Your striker, John Hammond. Maj up 2, 53 on a roll. He came Dario in the 8. Going to pace himself here. Richmond, a good racetrack for him. Short track specialist trying to dig. He finished 3rd last night in the Texas race. Got himself in a good predicament. Payne rid of the VIP tires in service 93. Looks like he picked out. Hey, they did work out a sponsorship deal, and so the VIP is going to be all over the 93. It's a good car to put it on. 1.6 seconds. The difference here, 1.7. Andrew Payne putting on a clinic right now. Ooh, he's free. The tires starting to come into the cars here. See what works. Here's a ride on board. It'll be very easy to go a lap or so down. Off the corner, there's his tire marks there. You see how much he's having to work the wheel. Corner exit gets the car digging to the right. Watch the exit here. He has to flick the wheel back to the right a little bit. That's how you set the Xfinity car. He is driving deep into the corner here. His exit not as traditional as what we've seen Watch the 26 from the high side. It's going to rotate the corner in. He's not really driving deep into the corner. He's kind of letting the car roll, which might just be playing to the advantage. 26.88 in tow. John Hammond rolling. 2-second lead for the 93 is the 43. Depasu is going to go a lap down here. Brad Duck, the next driver that the 93 sets his sights on here. Over inside the top 10. Robert's just going to be in 12th. Chris Parker right there in the mix as well. A very good race here. He says, yeah, your mama's been sick for the last 4 days. And when she's sick, it worries you a lot. Well, many thoughts and many healing thoughts and many prayers for your mom. I hope she feels better. 98 to the inside of the 48, battle for 11th, kicking up. Parker has Roberts driving to the inside. Parker gives up the line. He'll be just fine. 93, 26, 88, 75, 8. All right. Gotta go to Facebook. Forgot to change something here. Caution comes out, which is good for that, for the timing. Robert's having an issue. We'll take a look. There's 48, 98 driving back in. Get into the corner. .48, ooh, 98 there. Taps the wall. 48 wasn't quite clear. He gets tight in the corner, comes up and hits him, sticks him in the wall. Man. Ow. Another driver hitting him. Now he's got a blown engine. He can't do anything about that. Let's far chase this real quick. Sets it up. 98 made the pass on him right here. And then front straightaway, 48 tries to roll back in. 98 on the high side, knows the 48's there. It's going to drive into the corner, second lane. It's going to be able to defend this. It's tied off the corner, just a wall tap. 48 goes back to the inside. Sends it into the corner heavy, and then turns right. And then, and the 5, Robert Church, get into the back of that driver. Rahalva should get a lap back. The sooner, actually, your lucky dog and me take that back. Caution comes out. Holy cow. Appreciate you, Brent. Yeah, your driver kind of gets taken out. Get it. Bears is going to have a lot of repairs. Robert Church as well. He is on pit road getting that car looked at. Hold on, let me see if I can get around here. Yeah, he was unable. Chris was stuck in the wall. He couldn't do anything about that. Wait. Jerry, thank you for the love. Appreciate you. Yeah. Get a tag Iracing in this one. What I forgot to do. Forget to do that sometimes. Check on YouTube as well. Make sure I get it tagged over there. Payne, Phipps, Strickland, Hammond, Dario, Maj, Redkin, Odell, Culver, Parker, that'll be your top 10. Let's go, says Maj out there on YouTube. I forgot to change this to gaming. And make sure I'm setting up the streams properly here. Which I do apologize. Nope. All right. YouTube is fixed. Facebook is fixed. There it is. Payne, Phipps, Strickland. Pace cars in. 25 laps in. 2 drivers out. He's getting repairs. The Hobble would be your lucky dog. He is blinking, though. It's going to be a lap down. Nevin, 1 lap down, finds himself in tow, 93.26, rolling. Second caution happens. Odell, Culver involved. Jerry Culver. Here's a look. Back up here. Sticks into the wall, up into 81, and then Jerry gets caught up into it, nosed into the corner. Second caution. Yeah. Back to back. Apologies, folks. I had a disconnection issue there where I needed to talk to my mom, so I apologize about that. Andrew Payne, right here. Let's see what happened to bring out the crash. I meant to throw everything at. Oh, 48. Looked like he went up the race line there. Let's back up here. He is side by side on the outside of the 44 here. Gets into the 44 and then turns right. I don't know if he's having wheel issues or something happening. James, thanks for the like. Mike, thank you for the like. So, Sam O'Dean, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Let's see. Getting close to it. Gonna be a little shootout for the stage. Cam Dario comes to pit road. Michael Capri's on pit road. Grijalva's on pit road getting the car worked on. Culver's on pit road getting his car worked on. Brian Rayburn here as well. Third caution happens. Mark Odell's back here. Robert's back out. He's about 17, 16 laps down. He's going to be your lucky dog. Church still getting the car worked on. The 5. Rolling. Third caution of the race. Quick succession. James, I appreciate you. No fast repairs. No, sir. Thank you, sir. It is a fixed series. Yep. Actually, it's a fixed series, but I think they adjust the... and they may have to correct me if I'm wrong. I think they adjust the setup for the league, but it is everybody's running the same setup. Dude, 500 stars. Thank you so much, Mandarood. I appreciate you. James sent 12,800 stars total yesterday, and then topping off with a 500 star bomb. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. 500 star bomb coming in for our good friend James Mandarood Racing. When he gets back on February 22nd, I'm going to be watching him. You should be as well. He works out in the oil fields and comes back and takes a relaxing day to stream, doing some things. Mandarood, I've been get back into a little bit of ATS as well. I've been playing that in my spare time. I'm wanting to start over, and I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to start a new character and you know, I've had ATS for so long that you kind of just make all the money and have no forward progression. So I think I'm starting over. So, all good things. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Andrew Payne, Andrew Phipps, 1-2. Striker's going to be in third. Hammond in fourth. Rutkin in fifth. I'm all over the place with games, folks. I still need to finish the RDR2 Tale of Arthur Morgan series. That I'm on episode 4 or 5 right now. I think 5. Need to make and sit and I think I might do that Monday. Monday might be a long day of Arthur Morgan streaming or Sea of Thieves, one of the two. I've really gotten into Sea of Thieves as of late. Marauders, been playing a lot of Marauders. Play a day or two of Tarkov here and there with the guys. I just don't. I'm Tarkov'd out. I've been playing Star Citizen again as well. That's my game. It doesn't stream very well for me, so I wish I could, or I'd probably be streaming that every day. Green flag. 2 laps to go in the stage. Ready to go. Ever played Tiny Tina's Wonderland? Jess played that. Ballistic plays that. She and they were talking about playing. They were talking about playing that before. I like looter shooters. I like Daisy. I like all kinds of stuff. Andrew Payne's going to take the stage here. Brad Dove will be your 10th spot, so Phipps will be second. Striker will be third. Hammond fourth. Rutkin fifth. for the stage. They do not stop for the stages, just so you know. Now we go to lap 100. Thank you, sir. You getting back to work? Always, brother. Yeah. Oh, I had to sneeze. Dark Horizon Fish, book your trip today. He's going to be caution sponsor pretty much for never. He's out of the Virginia area, Chesapeake Bay, James River area. If you go to facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing, you'll be able to get yourself a wonderful conversation started about going fishing. He books from May to September. It takes you out into the James River Bay area, out in the ocean, Chesapeake Bay. Takes you out, fishes for a whole bunch of saltwater fish. Shows you a good time. Can't guarantee you'll catch a fish, but he can guarantee you'll have a good time. Cam Dario to pit road on 44. Looking to have himself a longer race here. Put it and took tires and fuels. Back to fifth. He was back a few spots here. Looking himself back forward as we go. I'm all over the place. Iracing has made my streaming career, so to speak. I can't say that I'm not grateful for iRacing and what we've done, but I'm kind of that multi-faceted guy. I like different games and I like different experiences and, you know, a chance to tell a story and a chance to have some fun. Stryker take it back over second here. Andrew Phipps goes back to third. So the top five exactly where they started, and right now the 8 of Cam Dario is running the fastest laps out there next to Stryker, who is better than the field, 23.26. Phipps 23.37. Chris Parker back in on pit lane, or came out of pit lane. Sorry about that. Culver in the 13 back out running again. He is a lap down. So is Rahalva Roberge. Still working on that car. That car looks like it's seen better days. Modge dropping back a spot. Rayburn goes around. He's going to be up 7 as Brian looks at that 74. Doing a pretty darn fantastic job. I have not played it, but doesn't mean that I won't ever give it a shot. You know what I mean? All right. We're all feeling a little under the weather. I am. My throat's a little sore. It's probably because I called that race last night kind of hard. Payne, Strickland, Dario, 1, 2, 3. Dario in tow, just having to take it easy. Rolling the race pace. John Hammond in that 5 spot off 1, trying to get around Andrew Phipps. Phipps in the 26. Rayburn in and out there. Tell you what, the servers have been today, as far as gaming servers across the U.S., they've been a lot of gamers on today. You know, it's Saturday. A lot of gamers on today. So we're seeing internet issues pretty much all over the world. Just have gaming servers have a lot of issues. But the Sea of Thieves streams, because Sea of Thieves has some drops today. Some of the Sea of Thieves streams are. Folks are just having a hard time maintaining a server and seeing black screens and loading issues and all kinds of stuff. Not that Sea of Thieves has any issues as far as their game goes, but the server having a little bit of a rough time. 62 of 200 as Stryker comes around. He is catching Andrew Payne as Cam Dario actually is catching Stryker. So race lines, tires starting to come into play. 23.5-second laps for most of the drivers. Andrew Phipps back to 23.78. Rayburn sends it into the corner there. Kind of a dangerous move there. Blinken there to the inside. Slides up in front of Andrew Phipps. He is He's pulling a dirt racing slide job. Speaking of dirt racing, tonight, Dirt Assassins gets back in action. Tomorrow, the Outcast Racing League Cup Series is going to be back as well. And then tomorrow night, Dirt Anarchy. We believe the Super Bowl is going to be not in play for this household. We'll see Andrew Payne out front. Striker in second, in tow. 65 of 200. What do you folks think you're going to win the Super Bowl? Is it going to be the Chiefs or is it going to be the Eagles? Any chance to root against the Chiefs, I'm there. I do live in Missouri. Everybody asks me why I'm not a Chiefs fan. I said because I've been a Rams fan longer. Rams won last year. We don't need any. We don't need any more. Know what I mean? I'll be happy for whoever wins. Mahomes, finding out he is no stranger to injury. He has got some leg issues, maybe some ankle issues, some Achilles issues, some toe issues that he needs to keep in mind. They've had a couple of weeks to rest and get a game plan in. 88 on the back bumper to the 93. 93. Whoa! 88 taps the wall. All that progress. Checking up there. Gets himself out of a rhythm. Wall taps the right side. Cam Dario back in tow again. Runs the 8 down low. 93. 88. Drivers in front. Now coming up on lap traffic. As Brad Dove will be the lone modified out there. Devin Asuna is going to be driving Air Jordan 43 action. I remember those shoes. Drivers racing for position, and right now the 93 cuts down in front of the 25. Brad Dove and Devin Asuna right there were racing for position. Brent just trying to get around the 43. And Andrew Payne almost wrecks himself. Not waiting for the pass here. Strickland he is having a good day. He's played catch up to the 93. Go back here. The 25's coming to the corner. He's modified up. He's catching the 43 here. 93 goes to the outside. And that was... Why? Striker's right there. Almost took himself out. And he hit with a surge of speed. 93 near the wall. Striker trying to go for the lead here. 93 to battle back. 88 up the race line. He is the faster driver. Cam Dario has had to come back from fifth in some lap times here as Cam is going to roll the higher lane in. Richmond a little bit better for the 8. I know that he has some fresher tires, but long haul race pace here will do himself some justice. Cam Now within 3/4 of a second of the race lead. Going to find Andrew Payne in second. Trying to look himself back as well. 74 full send mode. Took tires and fuel. The 26 came in at 44 as well. A little glitch going on there. Do apologize about that. Andrew Phipps, John Hammond. Over to the inside of the 25. Phipps battling back, having to save a little bit here. His last lap for 24:17. Rayburn 24:06. Stryker 23:74. Andrew Payne, as the field checked up. Right now, Cam will have to, if he wants that top dog spot, just kind of have to take and be patient here. Rolls the high side down to the bottom. Rolls more of a second lane roll. 93. Dropping back, 24-second lap. Cam's faster. Just needs to find the point where he can get around. Stryker, Payne, Cam Dario, Ryan Rayburn, Andrew Phipps. Be your top 5. Taking a vocal break. I'll be back. Odell having a better day. He's up to 9th. We'll track down to Maj in the 53. Maj in 8th here. Stryker off into the grass. Andrew Payne takes back over the lead. Take a look at this exit here. He's out front by a full second. Dives deep into the corner here. Corner exit. Gets up into the 44. 44 is Joe Nelson. And now Stryker has to go back to work. Jumps all the way back to 6th here. That's the car to beat. Cam Dario behind the 93. 15 laps to go on the stage. It's next time by. Lap traffic on corner exit. Nelson was just running his line. Cam has finished second to this driver more times than you know. Well, that's something he doesn't want to be doing. You see 87 of 200. Rayburn to 3rd, John Hammond in 4th. Hammond right behind Rayburn. Rayburn sent into the corner so many times that they don't know where he's at right now, so Hammond and Phipps trying to find the race line. 75 back to the bottom side. He drops back to 5th. Phipps going back to 3rd here. Cam on the inside of the 93. Dropping into the corner. 93 side by side with the 8. The 8 can drive around him here. 93 battles back on the high side. On Cam, force him to run the high side. Use the 43 as a pick. Cam Dario going around. Take it easy. Get himself back around here. 90 of 200, 10 laps to go on the stage. It's next time by. Andrew Payne, no doubt, at some point, come to pit road. Try to put as many laps in between he and Cam Dario as he can with some newer tires. Cam came in on 44. Might be trying something different here. 4 sets of tires in today's race, so that means they only have a couple of extra to work with. Long fuel runs means they can get a lot of laps out of these cars. They can pretty much get 100 laps out of them. More around that mark, 80 to 100 laps. So we'll see what they can do. Maybe Andrew Payne makes it a one pit stop race, tries to run the entire race, length of the race after the final stage. We'll see. Rayburn in and out. Andrew Phipps, John Hammond still duking it out. Stryker trying to play catch up here. 13 seconds now off the pace of the race leader. Tires took a beating, but he is faster than everybody in front of him. Little coffee break going on. Mark Redkin would be the driver that Cam would be looking at next. Odell getting out of 2. He's getting faster. Trying to get faster. Phipps. Hammond. There's the 13 of Jerry Culver trying to work back around. 74. Way up the race line here. It's going to be into the wall. Slow on the straightaway. It gives Phipps and Hammond an opportunity here. And Stryker's going to have to go to work. He is right behind Culver. Cam Dario can pull away for the time being. Brad Dove to pit road. Redkin and Nelson would be your battle for your lucky dog, but some heavy right side damage for the 44. Mark Redkin with no hood here. And the telephone pole look for the 76. I don't know where he got that damage from, but man. Kim 2.3. And actually didn't even try to run his tires heavy there. You'd have thought that he was going to, go out and put some blistering laps down. He actually paced himself this entire time. And there for a little bit, he was just racking up laps right behind Stryker when Andrew Payne was out front. Different drive line today. Stryker to 4th. Still has the fastest car out there. There to Phipps. Drive back to the inside, right behind the 26. 88, better on the race line here. Cam Dario to come around. Final turn for stage 2. And that'll be it. Cam Dario wins stage 2. It'll be Andrew Payne. Stryker finishes in 4th. He was passing Phipps, but right there at the end of the stage. They'll have to go back and look at it just to be sure. It was very close. We'll make sure to let them know that. Very close. Striker to third. Now playing catch up. 102 of 200. Caleb Modzelewski comes to pit road. 103 of 200. Now they got the green flag running. Church on pit road still. He's still getting repairs. I think he's going to try to get them all. He's very close to a 40-minute mark, so he actually might get the whole car repaired. Roberge, who is still 17 laps down, still trying to play catch up here. Parker on pit road in the 48. Culver out there in 15th. He's going to be 3 laps down. Brad Dove moving up a spot or 2. Devin Asuna is going to be in on pit road right now. There's the 25. Still another modified look going. 53 coming off pit road. Candario 105 of 200. 3.3 second lead. Is 81 of Mark Odell. Diggs in front. Going to be an 8th. Going to start seeing drivers complete the green flag pit stops. I'm going to throw it on exciting. I'm going to go take a throat lozenge. Notch. Oh, up into the 26. I thought I was going somewhere. He's going to get a throat lozenge, but never mind. Hammond able to make the pass. The 53 sent it into the corner there. And Andrew Phipps back to 5th here is going to have to go back to work. Stryker on this pace. 24.24, even with those tires that kind of got scorched down on pit when he came down to get the grass. I know that Cam was just a touch faster with the newer tires, but Stryker, he has the race line to beat here, and he's catching Andrew Payne even with the race time that he has. So he's about 10 seconds off of Andrew Payne. He's catching him. All right, now I'm going to throw it on exciting. Let these guys get at it. 75 to pit road. We are lozenged up. All right. Look at this cluster. Holy cow. Cam in the mix. Drivers with new tires. 875. 76 is there. Rayburn in and out. Big look at what's happening here. 77 of Michael Caffrey. He's singing as well. Andrew Payne in and out of pit road. He's going to have some new speed. Stryker into pit lane now as Cam only keeps drivers a lap down. Rayburn in front of him. Rayburn's going to go a lap down here. Right now, naturally, drivers working on that corner. If I'm Cam, I'm coming to pit road. Boom. Laps the field. Andrew Phipps trying to unlap himself here. Get the field lapped with a big gap here. Has the long run race pace. Stryker's going to go another lap down here. I think Stryker's the car to beat more so than any of them. Cam still has a good strategy here. 24.5 seconds. His last lap, 24 seconds. Andrew Payne, 22.69. Taking away 2 seconds a lap better than Cam Dario right now. Cam's long run race pace performance really doing something. Phipps to pit road. Rayburn in third. Caffrey's in second. Caffrey, Rayburn, Odell all right there. They went, Cam has lapped the field, even drivers that came to pit road with him. Andrew Payne finds himself in fifth. John Hammond now goes to sixth. Stryker going to work himself back around, gets around the seventh spot here. Move is still shown 2 laps down. He's going to be trying to work around Cam here very soon. As about caution. And that's why Cam did what he did. Joe Nelson involved. 44. Holy cow. Traps the field a lap down. Driver's going to be looking for wave arounds. Strickland, I think, was just able to get himself around the 8 and will be your lucky dog, I do believe. He's going to have to slow up for the pace car here. We'll take a look and see. Here's what happened. 44 drops in, just gets sideways. Oh! Gosh, in 4th time. Michael Caffrey's going to be your lucky dog here. He's going to get himself back on the lead lap. He'll be able to come in, get tires and fuel. Cam Dario is going to come out, your race leader. Ryan Rayburn looking for a free pass. Andrew Payne looking for a free pass. Ryan Rayburn needs tires and fuel. They're all coming in. Andrew Payne's like, why? These drivers are not going to get a free pass. They're going to go ahead and come to pit road now. So Andrew Payne will start at the tail end of the longest line here. Will be on the lead lap. Caffrey in the 77 able to get himself into pit lane. We'll start back there with Andrew Payne. I do believe on how that's going to work out. John Hammond's going to stay out. Stryker's going to stay out as well. Strickland again has the longest race line. Came out at 117. Andrew Payne came out at 114. Hammond came out at 107. So all these drivers in front of him, Retkin, Grijalva, Brad Dove, Phipps. Phipps had to come in and serve a penalty. And some damage repaired too. Might as well. It's a different kind of race. Weird. Cafferty leaving pit lane now. It's a little extra taken care of. Richmond known to the drivers who like road courses. Short tracks are they have a tendency to better the race line. All right. Payne and Grijalva. Joe Nelson will be 3 laps down. He's got his modified look. Jerry Culver on pit road, getting more damage taken care of. 120 on pit road. At the moment, it's going to go ahead and leave now as Cam Dario leads him around. 128 of 200. Laps tick away when they're running green. Stryker will be back on the lead lap in 5th. Well, his work cut out for him. The field gets released as Cameron Dario will take back over to lead. Michael Caffrey will be back here as well. Andrew Payne coming back around as a lot of the drivers still there. Mark Odell, 43 of DeSuna. Restart up there with the 8. 98 of Robert's will as well. So some drivers not able to take the free pass here. Going to be able to do so. Brian Rayburn. Came in for fuel and tires. Needed to. Odell in for fuel and tires as well. They're going to be a lap down. Maj. And Maj Zaleski is going to be. Driver came out of 100. Trapped a lap down, was trying to work his way back forward. Retkin going to do the same thing. 8, 43, 81, 98. Car separating Cam Dario, who can, at this particular point, kind of just step out for a minute. 70 to go. This time by 8. Green flag. Here 99, 93 in the race pace, trying to dig here. He's going to find himself in 2nd. John Hammond in 3rd. Stryker in tow. In long run race pace for the 88. Right now only 2.5 back, but he's able to make those gains when he needs to. He's going to be there to the inside of the 13 of the 98. Digs into the corner. Cam Dario, 2-second lead right now over Andrew Payne. Payne trying to get to the inside of the 99. 99 letting him go. Finds Rayburn in front of him though. 74 off the high cycle. 93 free a little bit on corner exit, sliding up in front of the 99. Drives into the corner. 74 is going to bobble the corner a little bit there. He's going to dig back in. Right in front of Andrew Payne. 99 into the wall. 2.25. Cam Dario. Andrew back on the throttle, nice and even there. Actually, it was more like a cut in, cut out kind of situation. He drives so deep into the corner here, which might be why his tires fall off later. 74 free. Drive so deep into the corner. Is running faster laps than Cam Dario, but Cam running a more natural line to the race pace. Andrew Payne gets around the 74 of Rayburn. See him drifting up the racetrack there. Into the corner, trying to egg shape it. Difference on Cam Dario. Watch his drive line, and he's a little bit more higher entering. Watch turn one. Enters higher here. Lets the exit happen. Lets the 81 go around here. Mark Odell trying to work back around. And Cam maybe saving something here. I'm not quite sure. He gives up the pace just a little bit. Knocks second off his lap time. I think he's letting Andrew Payne catch him. He is. Cam has 11 lap pressure tires, only with the and that is before. Literally that is a stage difference. Andrew Payne came out of 114, ran almost 10 laps on his tires, and now with the way the race pace is working. Cam has an extra set of tires in the pits. So does Andrew Payne. Payne has 2 extra sets. So if a late race caution comes out, you're going to find yourself looking at a different race line. Right now, half-second difference between Cam Dario and Andrew Payne. Stryker, talk about his long-run race pace. He's doing just that. Into third. Hammond back to fourth here. 23:46. Caffrey. Michael Caffrey in the 77, 23.95 on his lap time, behind the 48, trying to get himself around Chris Parker. Andrew Payne takes over the lead from Cam Dario. I think Cam is just taking it easy. I think he knows that he's got the long run race pace. Letting Andrew Payne go around, saying, hey, go ahead. This run's green, I got you. Andrew already free. Tires below the yellow line. It's going to set him at the racetrack. Uneasy feeling whenever you do that. Still hooking the bottom line, 93. Little wiggle there. 8's fine. Easy on the throttle. Stryker, 10th faster than the leaders. Still 4.2 back. Look at the 93 bobble there. Pulls into the corner. It's not traditional for Cam Dario right there. He's kind of running the 93's race line here. Cam just needs to run his line. Drop into the corner, out of the throttle, slow as fast at Richmond. Good exit. That's smooth as butter. Free for the 93. See him stepping out. Cameron Dario lets a little bit of that race line go. Lap traffic. Striker into the corner as well. 4 seconds back. He's catching little bits here and there. Andrew Payne trying to navigate Mark Odell to the bottom side. Odell holding on. Cam Dario right there. 25 to exit. 8 slides up behind the 25. Able to roll the corner. Brad Dove in 10th. Top 5. Or up 5 spots. Mark Odell not calling it quits just yet in front of the 93. Odell trying to not go a lap down, but he's going to get there. Cameron goes back to work. Oh, 93 right next to the 81. Striker playing catch up here as well. Striker having the best run of the day. Is the car to beat here, I think. Go over every race. Here's a look at your points in the series. Striker's going to be your points, technically your points leader. Andrew Payne, 3 wins already in the series. Matt Magner has a win as well. They've secured their way into the playoffs. Cam Dario, Jeremiah Burke, your top 5. Cam looking for his first win here. Culver jumping to pit road, having an issue there. Something happening with that driver. 25 for Brad Dove in the mix. 152 of 200. As Cam now pulls within that striking distance once again of the 93. Cam has the better 1-2. Into the wall, the 93 goes. 48 to the bottom side here. 153 of 200. What's up, Richard Michael? How you doing? Like the 8 car sweep. What's going on, Gary? Good to see you. Missed this one because of work. Well, you got day shift, man. I understand. The darkest of horizons out there. Good to see you, Rich. '93 finding a different brake zone. Cam is saved. I mean, I know he's got 11 lap fresher tires. I'm just wondering when he's going to make the pass. If he's going to be able to make the pass, is he going to slow himself up enough here that he's just going to level off the tire wear, keep himself in dirty air? '26 of Andrew Phipps coming to play 3 laps down. Modge coming to pit road here. He goes another lap down. All right, well, I don't know what to think. I don't know what he's doing. Michael Capri in 4th. Let's give some airtime to some other folks. I don't know what they're doing. 3.2 seconds back. There's the 88, John Hammond. There to the inside of the 48. Go back to Mark Redkin. Mark Redkin, a little bit of a modified look. I really don't know how he got the tail end of that car to look that way, but man. Brad Dove with a modified. Nelson driving a version of a modified. Culver still getting repairs. The 43 still out there. Robert's to the 98. Got caught up early. 48 doing the same thing. Rahalva. Oh, Jerry Culver had to jump to pit road here. Oh. Maybe he just tapped the wall and said, caution. 48. Chris Parker having an issue. He's off the corner. Taps the wall. And then sends it home. So if Cameron Dario was trying to bide his time for a finish here for a long run, well, now you got the short track specialist, the short run specialist of Andrew Payne. He's going to come in and put tires on it and just full send it. Cameron's going to stay out. Stryker's coming in. Hammond's coming in. Caffrey is going to be coming around. He's going to be able to come in. Mark Odell is going to be your lucky dog here. He's going to be able to do something with it. I don't get it. Yes, I don't have to. All right, far chase. He's really slow up high. Really slow up high. Downshifts. Shifts up, hits the wall. Just keeps his foot in the gas instead of getting out of the gas or on the brake here a little bit. And I don't know. It happens. Cameron Dario. Is about to be eaten alive. 37 lap pressure tires coming at him. Strickland. First of the takers. Hammond there to Andrew Payne. It's a little of that damage knocked out. About 20 seconds of it. Yep.
I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Back at it. VIP Tires and Service giving us the Xfinity Series action. 75 to the inside. John Hammond going for the lead. 88 up in the wall. 8 there to block. Up into the 88. 88 sends it on the outside. 75 to the inside. Stryker passing right there. Cam back to second. going to be gone here in a moment. 75 is going to drop into the corner. This is going to be the pass. You can't hang 37 lap tires, 37 lap pressure tires. He is trying 75, battling Andrew Payne. Again, Andrew Payne, I talk about his short run speed. It's huge. 26 up into the mix. It's Andrew Phipps. Cam kept drivers multiple laps down, but now will be without that top run speed. 170 being completed. Stryker out front. Is going to have to hold off Andrew Payne for 30 laps here. Andrew Phipps to the outside of drivers here. Trying to work on the 75 here. Michael Caffrey in the 77. There comes Mark Odell with some new tires. Cam had a chance to have a great race strategy. I thought he was really there. I really did. I thought he had the strategy. If there's another caution with 5 or 10 laps to go, I would say that it still wouldn't bode. He would need a caution right now for him to be able to compete. But then again, I think everybody else comes in, takes another set of sticker tires, and goes at it. Takes a long time to get around drivers here. Stryker, it does have the long run race pace. So it is 30 laps, just long enough. Caution came out at 161. They went back to green. We've been running 6 laps or so here. Half lap difference, or half a second difference, now down to 0.3 of a second as Andrew Payne sends it back into the corner. 88 of Stryker. The faster of the two drivers on the long run. This time, 0.2 of a second difference as Andrew Payne tries to close the distance to the 88. Andrew Payne has won on January 7th. He's won on the 28th. He won last week at Las Vegas. So he's trying to go for back-to-back-to-back race wins, so 3 in a row. And he's all over the back bumper to the 88 right now. 24 to go. Brought to you by Track Racer. Go to trackracer.com with a reference of Chop Shop Racing. There's a link. I know there's a link in the description for that. Go check that out. Help out this league and get yourselves a new sim rig setup. John Hammond in third. Cam Dario's back to 6th right now. Mark Retkin, 19 seconds off of his pace. But running faster lap times than Cam at the moment. Andrew Phipps still sending it around the corner. 22.98, fastest driver on the racetrack. And right now, Hammond trying to stretch it here. Trying to get his second win of the season. '93 sends it into the corner. Hammond playing catch-up here, 3.2 seconds. Strickland, Payne, Hammond, Odell in the 81. Still working on his race pace. $20 to go. 88 out of the throttle, 90. Ooh. Almost into the 93, 93, almost into the 88. That was a little bit of touch and go there. It was, the 88's going to let the 93 go on the outside here. I don't. I don't understand. I'm trying to understand the race lines and the decisions here. $17 to go. Mark Odell, the 4 spot, still trying to play catch-up here, about 10th faster than John Hammond at the moment. Except for this lap, Hammond 0.2 of a second faster. John trying to solidify himself in 3rd. Caffrey in 5th. Cam Dario 11.5 off the pace. From having the dominating car and that adage. I mean, he just had the strategy. Cautions came out the wrong time, at the right times, and then all of a sudden, just when the cautions fall in your favor, a caution for this driver became the demise. Thinking that I thought he was going to come to pit road with everybody. It didn't work out. Maybe trying to save that extra set to be on a level playing field with everybody. But right now, way it goes. Andrew Payne, 0.6 of a second difference. Strickland, I told you Strickland, 25 free. I thought Stryker had the car to beat today, and that is, it's nothing taken away from that. Some of the race lines there, though, just didn't add up. 93 straight line drive, tries to egg himself into the corner. 25 has the, you see how the 25 can keep up with the 93 there. Ooh, wall tap for the 93. 25 follows him. Brad Duff can keep up with 1 and 2 because the way the 93 drives 1 and 2. He drives more like that into the corner. His exit becomes so much more fluid that he can keep himself in that race pace. Now I think he's just burned his tires off enough that Stryker's just going to be able to keep up and keep his pace. The Stryker's been driving the same line from the high line to the low line. That's what Cameron was doing earlier. Top 6 night for Cameron Dario. Still trying to play catch up with Caffrey here. 10 laps to go. Might be able to get himself a top 5 night if he can hold on to those tires for just a little bit longer. Lap times 23:70. He's faster than Odell. He's faster than Hammond. But he is not faster than Caffrey. Right now, Stryker holds a second lead to Andrew Payne. Michael Strickland hold his breath for 8 more laps. Hang it. Andrew slid up the race line there. Andrew blinked on me. Two and a quarter to Michael Caffrey. Caffrey, solid top 5 night. Mark Odell up 12. John Hammond needed a top 3. He's needed a podium finish. Andrew Payne free off the corner. Corner entry so important for Richmond. And Stryker doing it all day long. Sees the 43 down to the bottom side, 88, quarter line exit. Soon it's going to be 9 laps down, 4 to go. They give up the bottom lane to the 88, 43. Cleared. Andrew Payne. We talked about his lap times and talked about how fast he is. He is very fast. It's a little free off the corner there. It's the tires below the yellow apron there. The yellow line on the apron. And drivers just are comfortable driving certain ways. I, on the other hand, look at it analytically. 2 to go. I think Strickland's going to have to give us one of those famous burnouts. White flag waves, final lap. Michael Strickland, the car to beat. I called it. I talked about it. That's exactly what I was referencing earlier. And he's going to come around and take it home. Michael Strickland. It's his second win in the Xfinity Series here. VIP Tires and Service. Knocking it back. Stephanie giving us a like. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you. Stryker finally able to knock one back with confidence. Had the car to beat. Fell on his way. Did a phenomenal job. Strickland out of Phoenix, Arizona. Andrew Payne will finish in second. John Hammond will finish in third. And Strickland has to give us one of those world-class burnouts that he does so dang old well. And turn it around. This is my most viewed TikTok, by the way. When Stryker did that burnout. He's trying. It's hard to do. It's hard to do that burnout here. That's a lap for the driver. All right, race results as he goes. Stryker, your race winner. Andrew Payne, second. John Hammond, third. Odell Caffrey will be inside the top 5. Cameron Dario, Mark Retkin, Brian Rayburn, Andrew Phipps, Caleb Zaleski is going to be up there in the 53 top 10 night for him. Brad Dove finishes 11th. Joe Nelson at 12th. Yasuda, Roberge, Culver, Parker, Grohalva, and Mr. Church. It's going to be the race results here. Burn down. Way to go. There it is. All right, let's go talk to him. Let's make the attempt to talk to these fine folks about what they've been doing. Let's talk to Michael Strickland, your race winner here. The Busch was there, man. And I talked about it earlier. You were the car to beat, and you just had the race line. It was a good race line. High entrance into turn one. Roll the bottom, smooth off 2, 3, and 4. I think where everybody struggled a little bit when it came to trying to make it work. But beautiful race line, great drive. Tell me about today's race.
Appreciate you broadcasting for us today. It was, through my perspective, I didn't really have a good car early in the run, but once we got that long green flag run, I started to notice that I was able to pull up on everybody and get around them, so I knew the long race pace was there. So throughout the race, I pretty much just focused in on that. It's just save a little bit of tires up front, and then just have enough towards the end, because I felt like of everybody that was out front, I probably had the better long run car today. And things worked out. Cautions came out. We were able to get some tires, and I got out there in front at the end, and that's all it took at that point, is just to stay clean, and Andrew gave me a good run for his money there at the end, and I was able to bring it home today.
Long run race pace is important at Richmond. I talked about corner entry a lot today, and that's what this racetrack is about. It's not necessarily if you can set up your corner entry, your corner exit's going to be fine.
So I've always struggled in 3 and 4. 1 and 2's always been pretty good. And we ran a couple of practices before the race, and I noticed what everybody was running. I figured the middle line would be a little bit better in 1 and 2, and then bringing it down to 3 and 4. But I stuck to the bottom for the most part, ran in the middle a little bit, and I think running the bottom for me in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 just saved a little bit more tires than everybody else. The car was braking good, the tire wear was good. It was, everything, all the stars aligned today.
And it was well-deserved. And second win in the Xfinity Series. Mike, congratulations. Richmond is yours. Give your shout-outs.
Thank you very much. Jason, Signature Esports, the man, the myth, the legend. He's the best. We appreciate you being with us and showcasing Chop Shop today. Mark at VIP Tires and Service, the best sponsor there is. If you need anything automotive, we always can reach out to him. We appreciate that. Admin Boxx and Track Racer, we picked up a brand new sponsor, Three Brothers at on our cup, and we're very excited to have her on board. Hopefully she was watching today, and we want to thank her for everything that she's done for us. Again, we can't do what we do without our sponsors and the help that we get. Any fans, family that out there was rooting for me today, I appreciate it. I told you, I think Friday, let's see if we can't bring one home, and today we brought one home. And to my wife, my loving kids, and everybody that supports me, and especially Ricky, this was for you.
There it is. Stryker brings it home. My man, we'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Always. Michael Strickland is going to be celebrating a Super Bowl with a win and a victory. Andrew Payne, though, comes home second, trying to get a three-peat out of this one. You did it last season. I know that you're trying to do it again this season. 3 wins already, trying to take Richmond. Driver entry is the thing that I talked about a lot today. You had an aggressive line in, and it seemed like you were trying to egg a little bit. Walk me through your race line, because that's the only thing that you're always fast. You're bad fast, and I say that a lot. But your corner entry early on, I don't know how you do that. It's just I was watching what Stryker was doing, high in, rotate around on the bottom side in 1 and 2. Your 1 and 2 was just aggressive on the bottom. Walk me through that.
Well, I think a lot of that line, especially here, comes from all of the short track stuff I do, because that's how I run the short track stuff on during the week. Really aggressive into the corner and try to stick it at the bottom and then just roll through the corner. It's just sort of, I think it's just what I'm comfortable with. I know I can get a lot of speed in, and especially on new tires, I know I can get it to stick and get a ton of time out. I know in practice I had a couple tenths on the field because that's what I was doing there, and it was I don't know. It's one of those things that I just do so subconsciously when I race on the short tracks in any car that I'm not entirely sure why I do it, but I think it's just sort of ingrained in my mind at this point. That's, run it really far into the corner, especially if I have clean air, and stick to the bottom. Some of these tracks too definitely lean towards shallow entry. I've had a couple, even on the 1.5 miles too. I've had a couple talks with some of the other drivers I work with, and they've said that sometimes I enter too high into the corners on certain tracks. So I've sort of taken that to heart and tried to get my line into everywhere better, and especially on the short tracks, like I was saying. It's just that's what I think what I'm comfortable with, and I'm just trying to learn how to drive those lines a lot better.
Well, Richmond is one of those tracks that I was watching what Stryker was doing, what Cam was doing, and you just watching the different race lines. I like to pick people's brains why they do things the way they do, and I think this is probably the racetrack that if you enter high out of in 1 and 2, enter high going down, roll the bottom like Mike did. 3 and 4, you beat everybody. You were pulling away on 3 and 4, so that shallow entry in 3 and 4 allowed you to exit high. I think that's the kicker there. 3 and 4 was your corner. From what I was seeing, 1 and 2 was the only place where I saw you lose any time to anybody, and it, of course, it took 20 laps for that to happen, but you still made it work, man. Andrew, you're always bad fast. I like to pick your brain and like to hear what the race does and how the race goes for you, my man. But always a pleasure. P2 finish. You're stacking up some points. You're gonna take that lead away from Stryker though here pretty soon.
Yeah, I know. Missing a couple of races, I think I'm still sitting second in points, but at this point in time, I know Stryker's the same way, but got myself locked into the playoffs, so I'm just kind of racing for wins and racing for stage wins and getting all those playoff points. But second, I can't complain at all, considering how I thought the race was going to go at one point in time when the entire field was trapped the lap down. But yeah, it's been actually just a solid day overall. Had to run a couple heat races and stuff prior to this to make the podium 500, and then come in here and finish second. And can't complain. I am definitely exhausted though. I'm tired of sitting on iRacing. I've been racing since 8 a.m. on the West Coast, so I'm looking forward to the break. But with a solid day nonetheless with everything I've done so far.
Andrew, give you shout outs, my man.
First and foremost, huge shout out to VIP Tires and Service for not only coming aboard on the car, but coming aboard for the league and series. Really appreciate Mark and all he does for the as a title sponsor. Huge thanks to you, Jason, and Signature Esports for calling these races as always. I really appreciate all the time and effort that you guys put in during the race, behind the scenes, during the week, for all your other broadcasts too. Huge shout out to John and Stryker for putting on the league, putting on the series. It's been a ton of fun. These, especially the Xfinity series, I've had an absolute blast between this season and last season. He shout out once again to VIP Tire and Services, Ryko Performance, QuickTime Motorsports Media, Hall Metal Fab, Citrusite Sawn Mower, V&H Fresh. Shout out to the Amplified Boys. I know Matt couldn't make it today, but I'm sure he'll be back next week. And huge shout out to all the fellow competitors out there for putting on a good show, putting on some good races. And last but certainly not least, huge shout out to all the fans that come out and support the broadcast, the league, the series. Really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to come out and watch us run some circles around some virtual tracks with some virtual cars.
It's always a ton of fun. Andrew, real quick though, I was a little hard on you in the broadcast when the 25 was trying to pass the 43 for position, and I know that you're trying to lap them. You're kind of making a split decision move. Don't take that to heart. I was like, but why? You guys almost wrecked there. That was a close call.
So. Yeah, I know. I made definitely aggressive move, but I had cars breathing down my neck, so I kind of had to do what I had to do. But yeah, definitely aggressive on my part.
Yeah, I called it out. I was like, maybe I was a little bit too hard, but it's sometimes I'm a race fan at heart, and I'm like, all right, he's mad fast. He's gonna have to work himself. He's got a good race going on behind him, but there's a race in front of him. All good. Anyway, Andrew, much love, man. Go get some rest.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, it's 93 P2, and last but not least, the man
Oh,
Mr. Hammond,
sure.
you finally get to redeem yourself here a little bit.
A little bit, man. A little bit. I'm not sure what to do with my hands, though.
Tell me about it. You were mad fast last night. We were watching you try to make more aggressive moves last night. Try to get yourself in position. Today, you just had a good drive line.
Yeah. Yeah, the last 2 days for me was just great, man. I really enjoyed both nights. Yesterday, like you said, man, I the last couple of weeks, running the league and stuff like that, I'm always focused on making sure I put out a good product, myself, Striker, and the other admins. And then I just kind of middle of the pack driver, just out here have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I told myself these last 2 races, yesterday and today, I'm like, I'm just going to full send this thing, man. I am going to drive like I stole it. And yesterday was a good example of it. Today, I was able to hold off the guys third. There was some tight situations in there. I think there was one time we were maybe 4 wide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I was holding the bottom as much as I can, man. But, it's all fun. We can't do it without you guys.
Tell you what, like we call it the PO teenager look whenever somebody gets
right
out there and just sends it. Now, last night was a great example of it. Today, what makes Richmond a track that you can't really do that?
No, you can't go in. The whole race, Striker was obviously the class here tonight, and every time we got around each other, I know I got him on a restart, and I knew he was going to get me, so gave him plenty of room, and that's what it's all about here is give and take and getting that rhythm. Drive in hard, nice braking, getting a rhythm, and just, methodically move up through the traffic.
We did just that, John. Always a pleasure. I'm so glad to see you on the podium. You deserve this one.
Finally, man. Well, I think this might be my second one, but still.
Yeah, well,
like I said,
it is. It lags. You've had more than 2, but but after seeing what's been going on, and you work a lot, so there's missing races for that, and there's just things that you have to take care of in your personal life, but to get out here and finally be able to stick it to them.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but like I said, man, it's all about the guys. Myself, Striker. We just want to put out a good product, and I'd rather see guys win and be, have fun. But I'll get my dues. I'll give them the bumper sometime.
That's it. That's what I want to see. John, give you shout outs, my man. P3 finish.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Shout out to everyone that's watching right now. Broadcast, Signature, all our sponsors. We picked up a new sponsor for our Cup Series. Welcome her aboard. I hope she was watching. To my family that lets me do this night in, night out. I do this every night, either tinkering with the league or racing. So it's a lot of fun. And all the admins, Striker, I wouldn't be able to do this without Striker either. So shout out to everybody.
John, much love, man. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
That'll be the man. P3 finish for John Hammond, and well deserving as well. That guy does a lot for this league. My Striker does too, but John, he takes the brunt and takes the cake and does a great job. So, but special thank you to all the sponsors out there, of course, Admin Boxx, Track Racer, and VIP Tires and Service. Of course, My Three Sons Antique, Vintage and Antique. That is Sherry Culver's. That's what they have. What they were talking about. So you go to my3-sons.com, and that's where you can check out Sherry stuff. Thinking of my sponsors, HelloFresh, NordVPN, of course, Rogue Energy. Go to sigesports.com/merch to buy yourself some good stuff, or just go to sigesports.com, check out the website. Dark Horizon Fishing for all the cautions, for the caution sponsor. Of course, thank you to Skolky for being my PIC and taking care of me on in other situations and all that good stuff. But it was a good race. It was a fun race. A couple of cautions, some decisions, some driveline decisions, just things that I try to figure out. Okay, I'm a race fan at heart. I understand the simulator, I understand the physics, and I try to understand points of view, because sometimes the way that I see things as an analyst or as somebody that figures out where the race is going and how the race is going to go based on drive lines and stuff like that. Similar to, what the commentators do for NASCAR, when Tony Stewart gets in there, or Dale Jr., or all those folks doing that. Brent, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. I try to make sure that that's how I'm finding these things out. So knowing how Andrew Payne drives short tracks, the way that he enters in and takes his speed, if he makes an adjustment later on, when they run Richmond again, then I will be able to say this is how he used to drive, and I think he's made some adjustments, those kinds of things. So it's just things that keep at the back of my mind, and try to have that those good things. Time and time again, things are fun. Much love, folks. We got some dirt racing coming up here in a few hours, so I will see you then. Then after that, we're going to find some friends. We're going to probably live stream, maybe do some extra stuff. I'm going to go rest my voice. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.